Hello everyone, now I am here with my next video of octal addition and subtraction, hexa addition and subtraction. Actually hexadecimal addition and subtraction I'm covering in it. Now see basically few rules we are having for octal also and for hexadecimal also. We have to follow all these rules and then we are able to add or subtract all these numbers together. See, you all know that octal is having digits from 0 to 1. And few rules what we have to follow is, first rule, if we are adding octal numbers, we have to add from right to left. Each digit from right to left, what we are doing in our normal addition. Means from left significant bit to most significant bit. Means least significant to most significant. From left side to right side. We have to move. And the second thing what we have to follow, if sum of both the digits, the upper one and the lower one, is less than 8, means that is 0 to 7, then directly we have to write the answer. But if sum is more than 8 or equals to 8, then we have to subtract 8 from sum. Why we are subtracting it? Because octal numbers never contain any number which is greater than or equals to 8. That's why we have to subtract 8 from the answer and then we have to provide one carry to the next left column. And again add carry with the given digits and repeat the process what we are doing till we are getting the answer, the final answer. Just remember, answer never contain any digit equals to or more than 8 because it is the octal number addition. We have to subtract 8 from our answer and then we have to provide carry to our left column. See, example, if I am adding 22567 with 5432, what will happen? 7 plus 2 is equals to, see 7 plus 2 is equals to 9. I am trying to elaborate by writing it also. 7 plus 2 is 9 and 9 is greater than 8. That's why we have to subtract 8 from 9 and what we are getting as answer, that is 1. We have to provide carry to the left column, that is 1. And see, then we have to add 1 plus 6 plus 3. And now what we are getting? 1 plus 6 plus 3. 6 plus 1 is 7 and 7 plus 3 is 10. That's why we are getting 10 here. 10 is greater than 8 and then we have to subtract 10 minus 8. 10 minus 8 is 2 and the carry is 1. That's why we are putting carry here. See, after putting carry, what we have to do? Again we have to add 1 plus 5 plus 4. 1 plus 5 plus 4 is equals to 10. Again 10 is greater than 8. We have to subtract 8 from 10. Now what we are getting is 2 as answer. Again we have to put carry over there. That's why we are writing carry here. The same thing we have to again follow. That is, we have to add 1 plus 2 plus 5. 1 plus 2 5 plus 5 is 8. Again it is equals to 8. You have to subtract 8 from sum and the answer is 0. Again we have to place carry to the left column. We are placing carry, and then what we have to do, again we have to add 1 plus 2. Answer is 3. We are writing 3 directly. Why? Because it is less than 8. I think you are able to understand. Then I am moving further. See, octal subtraction. Again, octal subtraction is having some rules and regulation. You have to follow that. Again, the same way, from right to left we have to move, from least significant to most significant. If upper digit is larger than the lower one, we can write answer directly. The same manner what we are doing in our normal subtraction. The third point is an important point for you all. If upper digit is smaller than lower digit, normal subtraction what we are doing, we want borrow from left column. The same way we have to take borrow from our next left column, so that our number is more capable to subtract from the lower digit. See, if upper digit is smaller than the lower one, then what we have to do, we have to borrow 1 from the left column, and 1 indicates means we are subtracting, we are taking 1 out from the left column, means we are taking 8 out from our left column, and we have to add that 8 with our upper digit. I'm going to show you all. Don't be confused with all these things. I'm going to tell you again. The same way we have to repeat it again and again. See, with example you are able to understand. See, now what we have to do, we have to subtract upper digit with lower digit. But what happened now? Upper digit is smaller than lower digit. Then we have to follow some rules and regulation. See, when upper digit is smaller than lower digit, then we have to borrow 1 from our left column. And see, we are borrowing 1 from our left column, then our left column becomes 3. After borrowing, we have to add 8. We are adding 8 with our upper digit. Now what we are getting? 3 plus 8. Now it becomes 11, and 11 is capable to subtract 4, and then we are getting 7 as answer. See, now our leftmost column contain 3 and up lower digit is 5. 3 is not capable to subtract 5. The same procedure we have to repeat again. Upper digit is smaller than lower, then we have to borrow 1 from the left column. Then we have to add 8 with upper digit. Same procedure. We are borrowing 1 from our left column, that is 2. After borrowing, it becomes 1. We have to add plus 8. Now it becomes 11. 3 plus 8 is 11. Now it becomes 11, and 11 is capable to subtract 5. Then we are getting 6. And then again we are doing the same process for left column. See, our left column becomes 1. 1 is smaller than 4. Again we have to do the same process. We have to borrow 1 from our left column, it becomes 6, and then we are adding 8 with it. 8 plus 1 is 9. 9 minus 4 is 5. See, the same way The left column is 6. We are subtracting it with 3 and we are getting 3. And 5 is equals to 5. We are placing it here only. And this is the way we are subtracting our octal number from another octal number. Then we are having hexadecimal addition. The same way we have to do what we are having, the same process, but what you have to remember, octal numbers vary from 0 to 15 and 10 to 15 contains A to F. In the same way, what we are using in octal, we have to follow in hexa also, but in octal we are subtracting 8 or adding 8. Here we are subtracting 16, adding 16. Everything is same, just the number changes. In place of 8 we have to use 16. And see some examples. And one more thing, 10 to 15 you have to use A to F. Now in addition, what we have to do, see, when we are adding this number with this number, see what happened. 9 with E is 14. 9 plus 14 is equals to 23, and 23 is more than 16. That's why we have to subtract 16 from 23. And now what we are getting is 7 as answer. That's why I am writing 7 here and carry forward 1. After subtracting 16, we have to forward it to our next left column. Then what will happen? See, we are adding. Again we are adding 1 plus 7 plus 7. What we are getting is 15. 15 is less than 16. That's why I am writing directly F. And then what happened? We have to add 11 with 12. 11 with 12 is 23. And again it is greater than 16. We have to subtract 16. From 23, when we are subtracting 16, what we are getting is 7. 7 as answer. And then again we are forwarding 1, carry. Now when we are adding 1 plus 2 plus 1 is equals to 4, that directly we are writing it because it is smaller than 16. Directly we are placing A in this position. Addition is easy one. Just we have to remember, whenever our answer is greater than or equals to 16, we have to subtract value, that is 16, from our answer, and we have to place one carry to our next column. Just remember that. And now subtraction rules. Again it is similar to octal one. Subtract, we have to subtract from right to left. Again what we have to see, upper one is greater than the lower one, then we have to write answer directly. When upper one is smaller than lower one, then we have to take borrow from our left column and we have to provide plus 16 to our digit. See, with example I am going to tell you about all these things. We are having one example. We have to subtract these two numbers, means we have to subtract 9 with E. When we are subtracting 9 with E, 9 is the lower, it is not having that much capability to subtract 14. That's why what we have to do, we have to borrow 1 from 7. We are getting 6. And now we are placing plus 16 with 9. See, I had already written 9 is upper digit, 14 is lower digit. and whenever upper digit is smaller than lower digit, then we have to borrow 1 from our left column, and then we have to add 16 with our upper digit. Then we are getting 9 plus 16, that is 25, and we have to subtract 14 from our 25. Then we are getting 11, and 11 is B. That's why I'm writing B here. What happens? See, next. Already it becomes 6. 6 is not capable to subtract 7. Then again what we have to do? We have to take borrow from our left column. It becomes A. And then we are adding 16 with 6. 16 plus 6 is 22. 22 minus 7 is 15. That's why I'm writing F here. Again we are doing the same process. We have to subtract 10 with 12, but 10 is smaller, 12 is greater. Then again we have to follow the same procedure. We have to borrow it from our left column. Then it becomes 1, and we are adding 16 with our upper digit. When we are adding 16 with 10, it becomes 26. When we are subtracting 26 with 12, what we are getting is 14. 14 is smaller than 6, that's why I am writing E over here. 1 minus 1 is 0, and I am directly placing A here. I think you are able to understand. Just I am trying to make it easier for you all. And then some practice question I am providing. I am expecting you are going to answer it for me, so that I am able to understand that whatever I want to convey to you all, you are getting it properly. And last, again, thanks for watching.